Hello everyone, Dave here. Welcome to another 40k build video. In this build video, we are going to be building some Blightlord Terminators. I'm going to paint them off screen and then assemble them. Not forgetting about talking about the lore of them. So let's get to it.
Blightlord Terminators are the elite Chaos Terminators of the Death Guard, forever fused within their mutated suits of califratically armor. Blightlord Terminators combine diseased resilience with protection and firepower of a standard Terminator. In battle, they serve as the shock troops of the Death Guard and are present in most warbands of the Legion. Due to the amount of time they spend embarked upon diseased warships, Blightlord Terminators are saturated with the corruption of Nurgle. This foulness pours off them in waves, rotting flesh and corroding metal in an area around them, where the Blightlords tread. Crawling veins of corruption radiate. An enemy needs only to be gripped by them in order for these energies to start eating away at them, while vehicles and fortifications exposed to the Blightlord's presence quickly crumble. On many ships, Blightlords act as an elite garrison, standing ready to defend their vessel during space battles. Death Guard captains bring their ships in close to an enemy vessel, allowing massed formations of Blightlords to teleport directly aboard, like parasites hatching in the body of a lurking victim. The Death Guard Terminators begin their destructive rampage. In battle, Blightlord Terminators wield a variety of foul weapons such as blind swords, flails of corruptions, bubonic axe, combi weapons, reaper autocannons, plague spewers, or blight launchers. You cower from Nurgle's gifts, revolted by his touch. Fear not! Nurgle forgives your ignorance, for he is a generous god, and will bless you all the same. Soon your fear will melt away before the Plague Lord's generosity, and with blinded eyes you will see the glorious truth. Lord Lagunius, during the boarding of the frigate Noble Blade. The Blightlord Terminator's role is that of elite shock troops. These deadly elite warriors stalk relentlessly towards the foe's battle lines with their deadly array of violent various weaponry, mowing down the enemy ranks with contemptuous ease. At the last, the Terminators break into a lumbering charge, hefting huge weapons with which to hack and bludgeon the enemy. Flails of corruption entangle weapons and limbs in sizzling corrosive barbs. Bionic axes and blade swords tear raging runes into which 1,000 poxes steep. By the time the Blightlord Terminators stomp on in search of new victims, nothing remains of their enemies but maggot-riddled corpses. Combining the protective powers of the Kavakti warplate with the diseased resilience bestowed by Nurgle's gifts, Blightlord Terminators are terrifyingly hard to kill. They take great pride in this fact, advancing contemptuously into the teeth of the fiercest firestorms, mocking their enemies' attempts to lay them low. This arrogance grants upon their Death Guard brothers that the Blightlords make such exceptional shock troops that it is overlooked or even coded by their masters. Most Death Guard adversaries include at least one band of Blightlord Terminators for breach assault, boarding actions, and sudden teleport strikes, and it is a rare ship of the Plague Fleet that takes to the tide of warp without a complement of Blightlords aboard. That was the lore of the Blightlord Terminators. Now a bit about how they perform on the tabletop. The basic movement is 4 inches. Their weapon skill is 3. Their ballista skill is 3. Their strength is 4. Their toughness is 5. They have 2 wounds, 2 attacks, 8 leadership, and a 2-up save. However, they also have the Death to the False Emperor trait, which, on a roll of a 6, gives them an extra attack when fighting any unit of the Imperium. They also have a disgustingly resilient trait, which, regardless of what wound they take, be it mortal or an unsaved throw, they can roll a dice. On a 5-up, they are saved, and that wound is annulled. The Cav armor means that the models have a 4+ invulnerable save, but must half the result of the dice when determining how far this unit advances. They also have the ability known as Aura of Rust, which each time you make a wound roll of 6+ for one of the unit's melee weapons, increase the AP of that attack by 1. For example, AP -2 becomes AP -3, becoming even more of a killing machine. For example, a Bale Sword, which has a normal AP of -3, will become an AP of -4, meaning that even Space Marines and normal Terminators will have either absolutely no saving throw or a saving throw of 5 or 6. The Bubonic Axe, which is an AP of -2, will then go to -3. And the Flail of Corruption, which is AP -2, will go to AP -3, but only if you roll a 6. And of course, the Bale Sword, the Bionic Axe, and Flails of Corruptions are known as plague weapons, where you can re-roll any wound of 1 when attacking with it. Yes, re-roll 1s.
And here they are, all built, painted, and ready to go. These Blightlord Terminators. These foul champions of Nurgle and the Death Guard, all looking pretty damn awesome, if I do say so myself. I do love the bloatiness, the axes, the guns, yes, of course, on a swamp base. All sorts of nice funness I had with these ones. I don't know if I'll actually use them for my army or just as a collector's piece, because when you're Death Guard and you have normal Death Guard, it's awesome. Of course, the autocannon, very important for tearing apart other heavily armoured people and vehicles. Lots of nice plague swords and axes as well. I do hope you enjoyed the video. Do feel free to comment, rate, subscribe, and click on any other videos that you like. Till next one, this is Dave. Death to the